Hi, this is Art Lieberman, and I would like to invite you to memorize scripture with me. And we are still working through Psalm 103. I think this is video number 7 on this. And we are looking at Psalm 103, 11 through 13. And now you have caught up with me. Pretty close. And so you'll see me working through this more as somebody who's in the midst of trying to work it out. And we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of nervous about this. I've done this in front of my family a number of times, and I've even done it in front of people at church. And I said, let's come up with a rhythm and that kind of thing. And I have a rhythm for this, but what I've learned from experience is that sometimes my rhythms are not, they don't work at first, and then I have to redo them. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Okay, I scratch the nose. It's part of. Anyway, let's check the hair. Check the hair. Make sure the hair's okay. Okay, I think we're about good to go. Okay, so I put the scripture up on the wall so you can see it. Psalm 103, 11 through 13. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his steadfast love to those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. It's still a little rough, but you get the idea. See, that's what I meant. It's going to be a little rough. That last one, let's look at that last one again. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. So the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. Okay, I think that works. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. So the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. I like that. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. Okay, so there we have it. Now let's look at this a little bit. In verse 11, we are looking at distances as high as the heavens are above the earth. Okay, as high as the heavens are above the earth. So great is his steadfast love to those who fear him. Okay, and we're also looking at something having to do with distance here in the second one, as far as the east is from the west. So far does he remove our transgressions from the east from the west. So first we have high as the heavens are from the earth. And in verse 12 we have as far as the east is from the west. And then we go on to the part about the Father. As the Father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. All right, now, I want to see if I can, hang on a sec. Okay, now let's see if we can bring in some visuals that'll help us. So, this is my visual for as high as the heavens are above the earth. So great is his steadfast love to those who fear him. As high as the heavens are above the earth. I like that silhouette of the church and then the high clouds signifying heavens. And what we want when we do this is pictures that feel almost like icons. And I don't know if this quite gets it, but it approaches it certainly in my mind. Okay, so now let's get another one. Let's see what I do here. That's helpful. Okay, here we go. The word west ought to be in there also, and I don't see it. This is should be a compass rose, and when I first made it, I know the word west was in there. So as far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. I'm going to just keep working with it. I think you can imagine the word west on the other side of the word east. And I left out north and south on purpose. Okay, and let me make that smaller. Okay, so that's iconic, right? That's an icon of a compass rose. And then, all right, now I'm going to move this over a little bit. And actually, I can do this. Okay. I'm just still learning how to use all this, right? It's a lot of fun. Okay, and then as a father shows compassion to his children. And so what I was going for here, and yeah, I drew this. What I'm going for here is just something very simple that shows a parent and a child, and the father with his arm around the child. As far as a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. So we start here with the heavens up here, okay? And sometimes heavens means the sky, and I believe that that's what this means here in this verse. It doesn't always mean heaven in terms of where we live in the hereafter, okay? And then we have, as far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. Think about how far the east is from the west. And finally, as a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. All right, now, okay, so let's do the rhythm again. Psalm 103, verses 11 through 13. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his steadfast love toward those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. And let's go through it all one more time at least. Psalm 103, 11 through 13. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his steadfast love toward those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him. I changed the rhythm that time, I think. Okay, so it's like when you go into the verse a certain way, it causes you to finish it a different way, and I'm not fully getting it yet, but that's okay. This is what I wanted to share. I'm trying to share this process with you, and right now I'm basically right here. I don't have this memorized yet, and this would be a fun time to do this next part. So now we just try to type it out, and Psalm 103, 11 through 13. For as high as the heavens, see the pictures are helping me now, are above the earth, so far, that doesn't sound right, so great, okay, and I had to look, so great is his steadfast love toward those who fear him. Okay, now I had to look. As far as the east is from the west, so, and now I'm having to look. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove our transgressions from us. As a father has compassion on his children. And I'm looking, I said it wrong. Okay, and now I'm looking and I realize I got it wrong. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you any more of that right now because I know that's unless you're really working at memorizing this with me, that isn't the easiest thing to watch. Somebody just typing on a screen. I get that, but I want to show you the process. I want you to fully get what the process is like. I want you to see me making mistakes because when you do it, you'll make mistakes too. Okay, and this is where I'm at with it. This is honestly where I'm at. You're seeing me in the middle of memorizing it, and that's what I wanted to share with you. If you would like an audio of this, go to memorize scripture with me at gmail.com. All right, and may the Lord bless you as you memorize scripture.